Welcome to Asal Free Wealth. So the US government has shut down again. Thousands of federal workers are without pay. Projects have frozen, and political parties are blaming each other. But the big question is, what does this mean for you and I? What does this mean for US market, Indian markets, and gold? So let's break it down. So what is happening right now? At midnight, the US government officially shut down because Congress couldn't agree on a funding deal. The fight is mainly over healthcare spending, specifically subsidies for Obamacare. So let's look at some data points. Around 7.5 lakh federal workers could be furloughed each day, losing about 400 millions in wages daily. Departments that are hit hardest include defense, health, commerce, state, and NASA. The White House has also frozen about $26 billion in funding for projects in Democratic leaning states. So while essential services like police and traffic continue, a huge part of the government is effectively on pause. So how do US market react when this government shutdown happens? So historically, it doesn't cause a market crash, but they do create short-term volatility. Let's look at 2013 shutdown. That was for 16 days. And the S&P 500, that is like Nifty 500 of India, the S&P 500 actually rose about 3%. In 2018-19, when the shutdown happened, that was for the longest period of time, for about 35 days. The S&P at that time also gained over 10% during that period. So historically, it shows that markets often look past shutdowns. But this time there is a twist, right? So key economic data like jobs and inflation reports, they'll be delayed, which makes it harder for the Federal Reserve to decide on the interest rate. And that could create uncertainty and volatility in the short term. So that's for US market. What is the impact that is going to be on the Indian market? So in 2013, when this shutdown happened, the Nifty gained around 4%. In 2018-19, Sensex was flat. There was a gain of about 1%. So Indian markets have historically stayed resilient. Why? Because global investors often see India as a growth story, and that growth story is less tied to US politics. But we could see short-term volatility because if US dollar weakens, right, then foreign investors may actually put more money into emerging markets like India, China. So this can support Sensex and Nifty. Now coming to gold, right? So gold is going to be the big winner in this time of uncertainty. Right now, gold prices are nearly $3,900 an ounce globally. And India MCX gold has also hit record highs. The logic is simple, right? When investors don't trust stock or the dollar, they rush to gold. And with this shutdown delaying data and creating political drama, gold demand is only getting stronger. Okay, so what are the key takeaways? To sum it up, a US shutdown disrupts workers and delays data, but then historically, US markets bounce back. So that should happen this time too. Indian markets may see short-term swings, but the long-term story, still remains strong. And the big winner is going to be gold. This shines brightest during uncertainty, and that's why it is hitting record levels. So don't panic, stay diversified, and remember, this drama in Washington doesn't change India's long-term fundamentals. If you found this useful, please share it with friends. And also tell me in the comments if you think gold will cross $4,000 this year, as claimed on social media and in several articles. And please consult your financial advisor before taking any kind of decision. This is just for informational purpose. Thank you. Have a blessed day.